my dear students, welcome to this video. Hope you all are fine and safe. Today we are going to see a beautiful one-act play, The Hour of Truth by Percival Wilde. Before going into the story, here's a thought for you. A meaningful life is not being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It is about being real, being humble, being strong, and being able to share ourselves and touch the lives of others. It is only then that we could have a full, happy, and contented life. My dear students, so it is in your hands to make your life meaningful and successful. Now let's know some important facts about our author Percival Wilde. He was born on March 1, 1887 in New York. He was a prolific American author and playwright. He wrote many novels, short stories, and one-act plays. His plays were popular in the Little Theatre movement. He also authored a textbook on the theatre arts. He was native to New York City, worked for a time as a banker. He began writing plays in 1912. Percival Wilde chose to portray the values of life in his plays, throwing light on a specific trait of an individual. Some of his famous works are The Devil's Booth, Design for Murder, Dawn and One-Act Plays of Life Today, The Craftsmanship of One-Act Play, Finger of God, 8 Comedies for Little Theatres. He passed away on September 19, 1953 at the age of 66. The one-act play, The Hour of Truth, is a testimony to his craftsmanship where the 3 classical unities of time, place and action are observed. Now let's begin with a warm-up session. We judge people around us based on their qualities and actions. We brand some people as good and some bad. What qualities do you think characterize a gentleman? Some of them may be merely external and some others internal. The following qualities characterize a person: well-dressed, caring, courteous, loyalty, integrity, compassion, humility, generosity, and honesty. Have you ever noticed people around you with these qualities? How do you feel about it? Have you ever tried to obtain these qualities? Here is a play which describes a situation where the honesty and uprightness of the protagonist is put to a crucial test. He is compelled by his family members to compromise on his ethical principles. Let's find out how he is saved from that crisis. The play is taken from A Question of Morality and Other Plays. The characters of the play are Robert Baldwin, secretary to a banker named John Gresham; Martha, wife of Robert Baldwin; John Baldwin, son of Robert and Martha; Evie Baldwin, daughter of Robert and Martha; Mr. Marshall, the president of Third National Bank; Mr. Gresham, owner of a wrecked bank, who does not make appearance on stage. The scene is set at Baldwin's cottage and it is Sunday afternoon. Robert Baldwin has gone outside. His wife and children are anxiously waiting for his arrival. In the meantime, they are talking among themselves about Mr. John Gresham, in whose bank Mr. Baldwin has worked. Now, due to financial crisis, bank is closed and John Gresham is found guilty for that and is in jail. From their talk, it is evident that Mr. Gresham's trail is on the next day and Mr. Baldwin is giving evidence against him. But Mr. Gresham calls him that day. They are very anxious to know why Mr. Baldwin is called by Mr. Gresham. Baldwin is a middle-class man earning £60 a week. He is working in a private bank for Mr. Gresham. They are close friends for over 30 years. Baldwin christens his son as John Gresham Baldwin. He leads a contented life. He finds out that his boss has been misappropriating money very cleverly. Technically speaking, the depositors will not lose a cent, but Baldwin coerces Mr. Gresham to close the bank and settle the account of the depositors. Mr. Gresham promises to return the depositors' money. He offers Baldwin $100,000 if he chooses to tell the enquiry officers that he has forgotten some important details. This would help Gresham get out of the problem safely. Baldwin is shocked by the offer. Baldwin goes home and tells about the offer to Martha, John, and Evie. On hearing the handsome offer, both the wife and son persuade him to take the money as it was just a technicality and the depositors would not lose money. Actually, Baldwin has a faith that his family regards his integrity far higher than material gains. But when his son and family members try to convince him to take the money, he feels disgusted. Just then, Mr. Marshall, president of the Third National Bank, informs Baldwin that his boss, Mr. Gresham, has confessed to his crime. He has told him that $100,000 couldn't shake Baldwin's integrity. He has said that Gresham does not want him to undergo the pain of testifying against him in the court. Hearing this, Baldwin cries. His heart feels light. Mr. Marshall offers him a position in his bank. This has been the honor conferred on his honesty. And this is how Mr. Baldwin is saved from the crisis. Now, what is the moral of the lesson? First moral is, truthfulness is always rewarded. Second one is, corruption and greediness lead to disaster. And the third one, the good is always rewarded and the bad is always punished. Now let us see the significance of the title. It is a most perfect and suitable title. There is no special time for truth. Every hour is the hour of truth. Now let's know more about the characters. Mr. Robert Baldwin. He is the hero of the play. He is a truthful, trustworthy, and loyal person. In spite of getting an offer of $100,000 as bribe from his employer, he rejects it. He never changes his mind at the influence of money. His virtue is rewarded with a good position from another bank. He represents old generation of honorable person. Martha, Mrs. Robert Baldwin. She is a great support to her husband, but changes her mind at the prospect of getting a huge amount. Money changes her character and she even persuades her husband to accept the bribe offered by Mr. Gresham. Mr. John Gresham Baldwin and Miss Evie. They are the children of Mr. and Mrs. Baldwin. In the beginning, they are very stubborn against Mr. Gresham, but later change their mind under the influence of money. They represent the present generation who are easily influenced by money. Next one is Mr. Gresham. He is an important character of the play but doesn't come to stage. He is a banker in police custody for misappropriation of depositors' money. He tries to offer bribe to Mr. Balvin but recognizes the virtue of Mr. Balvin and confesses his guilt. Hope you have understood the story and the message in it. Always remember, whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters, and a person becomes 10 times attractive not by their looks but by their acts of kindness, love, respect, honesty, and loyalty they show. So be humble, respect everyone, love each other, and stay honest. Thank you.